We've made it to the Ornamental 8 and you are watching Shrub Center. We are down to the final 8 contestants, a little thing we like to call the Ornamental 8 here on Shrub Center. And we hope you are having a fabulous Shrub Madness thus far. How do your brackets look?
My bracket's looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. I am all in. I am like 95% bracketed.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I'm, you know.
I don't think I'm even going to ask.
Shoot, I have no horse in this race. None. None. But, you know, that leaves me wide open to just root for whatever I think's the prettiest.
That's good.
Sometimes that's all you need. The last round took out Oh So Easy Italian Ice Rose. It lost to Zinfandel, which is sad because I had it going to the finals. So,
well, I had Zinfandel going to the finals, so it's good for me.
So you're doing
Sorry,
great.
Shannon.
I'm not so bad. Natalie is
Along for the ride.
along for the ride. The Ornamental 8 means there's only 4 matchups in this competition, so we are going to take a closer look at each of them. The winners of the Ornamental 8 matchups will determine our Floral Four, the Floral Four being the grand prize packages that we get to send out and award a couple of different Shrub fans. So this may be the second most important matchup.
The grand prize winner is the person whose bracket most closely matches the way the competition played out. But we also get 4 random winners
Of the Floral
in the Floral Four, because 4 plants, 4 winners.
So when you're voting, make sure you think, what plants would look best together? What do I want in my garden if I were to win the Floral Four? It's not just a beauty contest. What would I buy? Starting with the first matchup, Incrediball Wee White, a dwarf Annabelle hydrangea, versus Czechmark Trilogy, a 3-color weigela, all in one. What do you guys think will take it?
That is a feature-packed matchup. I love Incrediball Wee White. It is the only dwarf Annabelle hydrangea.
It's so cute.
It is so cute. It's award-winning. Czechmark Trilogy, though, I gotta say, I'm giving the edge to that just because it was in the Floral Four last year. Natalie, your nod?
Well, I really like Wee White, but of course, you know, my votes aren't exactly winning. But
But you know what? Wee White definitely has a chance to take it. I think Trilogy will win, but Wee White
Wee White's a popular plant.
has every possibility to take that matchup. What about you?
Trilogy.
Trilogy, yeah. All right.
Next matchup, we see another hydrangea arborescens, Incrediball Blush, pale pink, very large blooms, going up against Let's Dance Blue Jangles, a incredible reblooming big leaf hydrangea with super saturated colors.
So I am giving my edge to Blush, Incrediball Blush. It's definitely the more innovative plant. The color, you've never seen anything like it.
man, it's
and if you love Incrediball hydrangea, you are gonna freak out over Incrediball Blush. You should freak out. It deserves freaking out over.
And it's native.
And it's native.
I have Blush too, so we're in agreement.
Of the 5 different hydrangeas that we have in the final 8, we have 4 different varieties represented.
It is, and they're all
Species.
so different from one another.
Yes, they're
it
very
really
different.
Is. Well, then let's move right on to our next hydrangea matchup, which is Tiny Tuff Stuff Mountain Hydrangea, very closely related to last year's Shrub Madness champion, Tuff Stuff Mountain Hydrangea, and that is going up against Zinfandel. It's the same type as your Limelight, Little Lime, Bobo, etc.
I gave the edge to Doll, not just in this matchup, but going to the final matchup against Incrediball Blush. That's how much I believe in Zinfandel.
What is it about Zinfandel that
So
makes your heart sing?
Well, one of the reasons that we selected it is there's a lot of panicle hydrangeas that do that shading thing where they're going to be dark red at the bottom and then shade up through pink and then to white at the top. And that's a really cool, beautiful feature. Not uncommon. What is uncommon about it is that it does so earlier in the season. And it's really important to us when we're selecting panicle hydrangeas like Zinfandel that they bloom early enough that you can actually enjoy the color. And of course, really strong stems. So we've got color, We have earlier bloom time and super strong stems, so you never have to worry about them flopping over. This is what I call the black thumb hydrangea. Anyone can grow it and be successful. It's pretty darn photogenic, so it's got that going for it as well.
What do you think, Natalie?
I agree. I like Zinfandel too. I just think it would be really fun to see it in the final matchup.
I'm going to break from my co-panelist and go with tiny Tuff Stuff in this matchup. It has lace cap blooms, which can be either a pale blue or pink or even kind of a lavender in between, depending on your soil type. It is a nice tidy little shrub, and it blooms so reliably. It is cute as a button, and it's always looks good. Tuff Stuff won last year, so obviously the Mountain Hydrangea series has a great following.
Well, you know, I'm willing to give up my bracket and be surprised, because I have to say, in this year's Shrub Madness, haven't seen many surprises. But the last matchup of the Ornamental 8 has a bit of potential for surprise, don't you think?
This is the only matchup that does not have hydrangea in it. So, Pugster Amethyst is a dwarf butterfly bush with very large blooms, and spilled wine weigela is a plant that's been around for a little bit longer. Pugster Amethyst is brand new, but spilled wine has very dark foliage, bright pink flowers. It's a lot like a low-growing wine and roses weigela, which most people are familiar with. So it gets wider than it does tall, and is a nice ground cover weigela. I don't know, we've never had a butterfly bush in the Floral Four before. So
Do you hear Adriana's heart breaking right now?
She's standing behind the camera going, "Oh." She's not really doing that, but I can see it in her eyes. It will be historic if Pugster makes it to the next round.
Well, Pugster is super cool looking. It's different looking than your typical butterfly bush because it's got those big, fat, fuzzy flowers on them, and I think that's a real attention getter. And
it
certainly
only gets
gotten
to
the
be-
voters' attention.
It only
Yes.
is 2 feet tall. The Pugster series or the Lo and Behold series both are very tidy, just continuously blooming.
Pugster is like the full-size flower that you'd get on a big 6-foot tall buddleia, but on a 2-foot tall plant. We had Facebook fans calling Shrub Madness 2018 for Pugster Amethyst back in the bracket prediction portion of the contest. So I know it has a lot of fans out there. And it would definitely be cool to see one of our new buddleia, butterfly bush rather, go to the Floral Four. We'll see.
On the other hand, spilled wine weigela is the landscape plant of the year.
This year, round 3 winners.
You know, speaking of shouting out to the winners, I have notified all of the winners personally, and there's a lot I haven't heard back from. So,
Don't you want your plants?
check your email, check the Shrub Madness website for your username.
If you're wondering if you want plants, the answer is maybe.
Get your
Seriously,
plants.
did you check your email? We'll be waiting for you in the Floral Four.